Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are halfway through step 4. Got a good bit of our launch tower assembled. Got our switch in place to, I guess that's the go switch, and a little push button switch over there. So making a little slow progress on our wiring. Good looking build so far. I'm having fun with it. Seems pretty straightforward, just a little, work your way around and up at the same time, it looks like. But there's, like I say, that's where we are. If you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures, and how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and just try and have a good time. We're not solving the world's problems, just building silly little models, having a bit of fun. You see any kits or builds or sets you want me to take a shot at, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list, and since I've got the most intelligent audience on YouTube, y'all provide me with nothing but the best of options. That being said, we're ready to jump in on, like I say, we're midway through step 4, we're on page 20, and we're going to start off running our wire, our LED. Going to go through these two right there to there. So, let me get over to a more entertaining watch face. And you're just gonna run over and down. Okay. Down. So it's running through. Got one light in the middle here, so hopefully whatever's supposed to be lit up in there is gonna be lit up now. And now we take these two guys, and looks like the long tails go down here. Well, I guess I don't know if it would be visible, but I'm going to turn it to where the writing goes to the inside. Now we got this guy going to go on, not onto those two over here, but first thing we need to get some wax on these holes there. So get my wax out of the melter here, and just in there and there. Just go from both sides so I can hit everything, all the little surfaces there. Let's see. Okay, and this is going to come down on this thing, I believe is what they're saying. So it's going in. No, it's going around that thing. Okay, because those do go in there. Okay, so that's going to be more of our hinge support, it looks like. Okay. So that's the top, page 20, onto the bottom. Let's see. A new stack. We got one cam and two circles and a tab and a couple of screws on this one. Let's see what we're doing there. Okay, so you're going in here. Okay, so that's going to be our guide. The top part of our hinge there. Big one's going to come down, be the guide. I think it's going to be all the way in. Yeah. So that's going to be spinning there. Okay. And now this guy. Oh, wait a second, we're supposed to... Okay, this goes on this tower, but first thing we got to run our lights through that hole right there. Almost missed that step. So that means I got to unwind them again. Up There. And you through. Alright. Pull that one out over here. For the moment, I'm going to leave it unstrung. And this guy's going to go on here to lock. Yeah. Supposed to go into that little hole there. Okay, a little extra leverage on it. Got it started now. So. Yeah, and just didn't want to go. Okay. And our switch is supposed to come up here, so that's not good. I do have. I'm supposed to need more. I need. Man. Okay, oh, there it went. Just a little. It's just barely gonna reach. That's. I'm hoping. Yeah, it goes in like that with the open end here. And like I said, that one is. I don't know if I've got it routed right, but it's extremely tight on getting it to that. Got this one in. Get that anchored in, maybe. Nope. Okay. Back it out. Okay, put the other one in there. Get hold of it. I think that's down the barrel here on the. Okay. Hopefully get that in there without moving it too much. It's possible I got somewhere too close for that. Down here somewhere I might have that routed wrong, but like I said, that just barely makes it onto that. I think it's that, see how tight that wire is, dead straight to that red wire. Not much slack on that other one either. Alright, now this guy, our little cam light one, goes on this way. It is supposed to start with this on the switch. And it comes around, I guess it's going to hit the switch again. Okay. And that's all for page 20. Page 21. Making some more structure on this one, it looks like. Here you go here into this little cross one. And we'll bring in our light over there. Going around, up, around twice, and back off this way. Now, this guy goes here. This guy's here. And there. These guys not really latching on to each other, but they're sort of going together a little bit. And then on to the bottom part of page 21. I don't know how long I can stand that, but we'll see. Okay, got a little accordion bit there. Okay. So, good. Okay, with the outline up. So we're going here, just working our way around these small tabs. I guess little. Okay. I think a little more bending on that because it looks like it's supposed to be. Now, this guy goes here on the edge. A snug fit. This guy over here with our accordion bit going around the little. Oop, found our little corner here. Put this in there. And there. Got that going on. Now, this guy gets mounted on the side. Okay, there. A couple of holes made in it, so it should just be. Oh yeah, it popped right through. Use the teeny tiny one on this. Start it up. But I'm going to go back to a real screwdriver now. That didn't take long. Detail on there. And then your big piece, and I believe. Okay, so we got tab, this going in there and the tab there. So there's the tab we're going to be hitting on. Let's see. And the rear slot there. And wires are going to be fighting us on that. Sort of pretty sure the wires are dragging down that side. I don't want to pull. I've pulled about as tight as I want to now because I'm scared I'll break something in there. I definitely don't want to dig into. I don't think I can dig in from the bottom either. So we're looking. Definitely not something that's intended to be had maintenance done on it. Okay, in place. All right. That concludes page 21. On to 22. More ramp walkway builds. Starting with this and this. And no, this in first, I think. The tab going that way. That. Yeah, that. And you're down here, handrail. You're going in right here. Press it down into the bottom, into the wall. That worked out. Now these guys appear to be going to be supports for the next level. Stand right there. Okay. But now we're ready for power test number 2. Let me. Okay, I was on the wrong power setting on my plug. I think I want to say 2 amp. I don't know. I want 5 volt 1 amp. No, I wasn't 5 volt 1 amp. Okay, so power was the right ratio on it. Okay, so let's pop you in there. And okay, and switch on to check the power. It's fine. Okay, that's not good. Okay, let me try a battery bank. Then I'll try a second. Okay, try a different cable now. This is sort of a chunky end on this one. It's possible that's interfering. On here somewhere. Let's see. Yes. Considerably shorter. Well, that's not good. Well, that didn't feel good. That feels like it's not connected. Let me go grab a better USB-C, and hopefully third try will be the charm. Okay, third try's the charm, I hope. There's a different other plug. Okay. Yeah, the lights are supposed to be on no matter what now, so that's not good. Okay, it looks like this. Okay, so this is designed to come out. And that's definitely going to be part of the problem. Okay, with output. Now, I was thinking that's not even close to reaching that. That is a straight shot. And that's supposed to go there. Okay. Yeah, that is. Okay, where's the black line at? Yeah, that is. Let me undo the switch here. I don't have to do it that far, really. I think you just gotta. Okay, so. I'm not looking forward to running this back up there, but I want to see if I can get a straighter shot on it. I don't see any. Okay, let me put our plug back in. First thought was maybe the plug was supposed to be, the PCB was supposed to be mounted on top of this, but look down here, there's no way to get that one plugged in if it's on top. So now, that switch again. Okay, get the. Okay, so the yellow. I think there's gonna be any way to make it a straighter shot. That's the only way I see to. Okay. But before I do anything else, let's see. Plugged in. The lights should be on at this point. Can I go back to that? I saw the frayed end on that, so maybe that's not a good one. Let's go back to that original. What else is plugged in? Okay. Now, I'm getting less hopeful by the second here. those lights should be coming on. They were coming on anyway. No, wait a second. That switch has got to be hit for them to come on. That's right. Okay. So back to square 2 or 3 or whatever it was here. Okay. Get the frayed one because it's the longest one I've got right now. I'm sure there's another one probably sitting right in front of me that I'm not seeing. Okay. Power on. Switch. Okay. That's good. Got the lights do work at least. And just out of curiosity, if I can get that one depressed. Let's get some progress there. Okay. 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 Everything's so far so good. Got some good motion here. Yeah, straightened all the way out. Oh. Automatically comes back up. And I'm thinking when it hits that switch in there, it should swing our arm back in for us. Okay. So, functional at least. Small victory. I'll take it. Now I just gotta figure out how in the world do I get that switch back up there. I mean, there is no slack whatsoever on that switch. That's just those two. Okay, now. I wish I'd thought about that before I unthreaded the switch here. Let's see if I can reach in here. You should. Get a hold of it to spin it. Okay, need a bit firmer grip. Not too firm. Still spinning around on here. No, I don't. The tool I had when I was a teenager would be perfect for this, but I don't have it here. Okay. Got it back up through the hole at least. That one. That will not reach there. unplugging it like it already did. Yeah, because that's unplugging right there. That is max. Maxed out totally right there. Did I get a defective one maybe? Let me go back and look at that PCD mounting step again. No, it definitely shows it on the underneath side. Okay, is it just the red wire? I think it is. Silver is the lamps, and they're up there with it. The black wire is a silver wire. It's to the silver wire. So that's got plenty of slack in it. Yeah, because I've already pulled it out. I can already see down here. I'm just gonna have to. I'm gonna have to add length in there. That's the only thing I can think to do. Let me. There's a knot on my bingo card for the night. Let's see. It'll only take like an inch. I've got some wire, but it's definitely not the same gauge. I can make it work. Okay. So, much as I don't want to, that's where we're going tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna plenty of slack on both ends. Gonna favor the bottom because the top's going up. Here we go. Okay. This one. Yeah, that's what it was. I got a bad. I got a bad wire. That's something got past quality control is all I can come up with. Okay. So, yeah, because that's the only thing. Because no way that was long enough. Okay. So let me anchor the top down. There. Get my switch locked in place. That seemed wrong when I was doing it. That sort of shouldn't have been that much of a struggle to get that thing on there. Oh, the silver one's a little tight there. Oh, that's the one I glued in place, wasn't it? No, I glued it on the other end. That should still be okay on that. But the red wire is the one that's pulling it out of the socket down there. Okay, I guess step 4 is going to be a 3-day step. Now I've got all this stuff in the way to make it more difficult to do. Let's get the screws, like I said, just get them a little proud where I can hopefully get them honed. Okay. Now, let's go. Fancy schmancy wire stripper here. A little more than that. Depth gauge a little bit deeper. Okay. Solid. Okay, the actual interior wire looks pretty okay. And like I say, I just need that's more than enough. Okay, this may be too thick. Higher gauge wire. I know I've got some somewhere. Yeah, I just remember where I got some. Be right back again. Okay, I didn't have to go as far as I thought. I forgot I had some test pieces down there. So just take me a little bit off of that. More than I need, hopefully. That's about the right gauge. Yeah, pretty close. And let's see here. I got some of that. Don't really want to use my this thing. Okay, that's just. Let's see. Find some of their. Good. Somewhere around here I've got some of those little strips that they call electrical tape. Not really electrical tape, but it'll do in a pinch. Not that. There we go. I think that's not it, but it'll do. Low voltage like this, I'm not too worried. Okay. That's twisted together. And more than anything, I just want to see if it works. Straightened. This, and it's of course that didn't work. Okay. All else fails, break out the silver tape. Grandma's secret weapon. Alright, thread you back down. I hope. Looks like it ought to be a fairly straight shot. For some reason it's not. had it and lost it. Okay. Of course, it could be that big chunk of duct tape there too. Alright, go get it oriented right now. I'm working. Oh, it's in there anyway. Okay. Now, question comes, did I leave enough? Wasn't that? Maybe not. Okay. Let's see if I left enough slack to get me a... no. I didn't. Teeth won't get on there. Okay. So, plug out again. I hope. I'll get this without breaking everything else in the world. Okay. Didn't think I'd cut it that close. Evidently I did. Okay. Oh, good insulation on this stuff. Should have looked a little closer before I made the cut. Then, honestly, it's a little tighter than I'd like it to be down there. Solution off of that. These guys spliced in. And unspliced in. Okay. Okay. Here's more. Okay. Now let's see what happens. Okay, not a good start. Okay, I think might have that bit on backwards. Oh. So let's run this through one more time, and now I think I got to flip this disc here. Yeah, at least that part works. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna go like that, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. That's not what you want to see. I think I'm still... Okay. I'm going to dig in further. I was trying to avoid that. I did have to put that splice in, so I know that's was part of the problem, but I'm going to have to undo a lot. Let's see here. So definitely. Okay, so get you out of there. These guys were that one. Out. Yeah, it's holding that other one is still holding everything down. Okay. Okay, don't need juice for this right now. And take this one out first, I believe. No, it's got a screw in there. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and be going back and forth a lot, so I'm going to wrap up my wires again. Lights again. Okay, I've got to get in there. So, I guess those lights are going to come off a little bit further too. Okay. Okay. Switch. Forgot about that one. Let's see if I can leave all that attached on, maybe. Where's this one? It goes all the way. I gotta take the whole arm off. Okay, y'all don't need much me to do with the disassembly. I'll be right back when I've got dug down to where I need to be. Okay, I was able to get most of it off in one piece, but I think I'm going to have to disassemble the whole thing again to get back to where I need to be. But, yeah, evidently I pulled it too tight over here where I glued it in. So pop that off. Flathead. Out of there, alright. Residue off. So, evidently, that light. I just put the first light on the front there, and that made it too tight right on this wire. So evidently the first light is not supposed to go on the front. Okay. So the first light in there. Leave it on the back side there, so we got some more room to maneuver. up into the slot. Okay, there it goes. Nice. Now that should give us enough slack for our cable to make it over. That appears to have been the whole problem. Well, that's out of the red one being too small and short too. Okay, but okay, I know I was able to get it mostly off in one piece. But I think I've got too much, so I'm gonna have to line up. No, I can see that on that one. Maybe not. Okay. Go in. Being greedy here. I'm a little delusional. Actually, there we go. I think that might be key. Get that wall off. Yeah, if I can get us back up where we were just a few minutes ago, I'll call it a night and we'll finish up step 4 and 5 tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna be. Oh, that's I missed my. Not through there. This goes through here. That's where I want. It won't line up. And these guys back in place. Our windows back in place. Down, switch it up. And missing here. Okay. Like I had trouble with this one, I could see. Okay. Okay, here we go. Our wall came out again here. Where'd my dog leg go? Okay, there it is. All came back up again. Going where you need to go. You're not going where you need to go. Okay. Down this end. And here. that's good. Progress. Now that. And we're supposed to make this go in. That arrow pointing at the end one there. Okay, that's lined up properly. All right. Out. Okay, that's okay. And back over here, we'll sort of remember where I was at. Okay, I got you in. So past there. Guys. Okay. Okay. This is going in here to lock a platform in place. And okay, so these guys go in here. That's in. Okay. I got the printing on the outside there, but at this point I'm going to let it slide. Okay. Okay, that's done over there, that's there. Okay, now we run LED through slots. That seems we should go. Those gears right there, you'd think you want the LEDs going on the other side of those lines. So that's where I'm going to put them. Make sure nothing gets tangled, hopefully. Now, you. Down. There. And this guy went in here. Yeah, I went on here. Picture. Okay. Okay, it does say it's supposed to go like this. Well, that arrow, yeah. Not a great picture on placing that one. Another spacer. Spacer was already on there, yeah. Now, I had that mounted upside down after all that, but I don't think it would have mattered. It was still pulling pretty awkward angle on it. Okay. This side. Just see. Now, where I'm going to do the test again before I go any further. Okay, the lights. Okay, it's okay. There's nothing else holding this. That's, oh. Okay, I think I've got. This it came out again. Yeah. Try this one. If this works, I'm going to reassemble tomorrow night, I think. Okay. And okay. But it's still okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's wrong. Somehow that. Okay. Okay. Let's see what this one does. That one perpendicular. Okay, lights are on. Okay, let me stop reading. All right, depower it. Okay. Okay. I think that was misaligned on the gears there. So that's, okay. Okay, guys. I'm fried tonight. I think I'm gonna have to call it and look at this with fresh eyes tomorrow. But hopefully we'll have more success. I think we're getting close. I think we're making progress, but I'm just wiped out tonight. It's way later than I want to be up doing this. Like I said on my other channel, I had way too much turkey today, so I got the tryptophan going on me now. But thanks for watching so far. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and click on a link. There's my channel there if you'd like to subscribe. You know you want to see the rest of this thing. There's my other channel. That's what YouTube thinks you should be watching. And this here's the playlist for this whole build. It may all be step 4 by the time it's all said and done. See you tomorrow.